And we're live. I am at school and I have my wrinkly backdrop, so excuse me, but this is the real deal. I am away from my VIP Kid desk. I am at my B&M school, and just a lot has gone on in the last few minutes. I have got some news. One of my boys goes to school in South Carolina, and he just sent me a text message that, oh, wait a second. My name is Cindy Bennett. Sorry. Welcome to my channel. There's just so much going on. My mind is swimming. I didn't realize that there was some health issues going on in South Carolina. I looked in the news, and Clemson University has someone who might have a case of the virus. I have a son that goes there to college. He said, we don't know what's going to happen. We might get sent home. So I'm going to be asking my praying friends if you would go ahead and pray for them. It's a scary time for young people right now, although they're saying that the coronavirus is not dangerous for young people. We don't really know, do we? We don't really know who could be susceptible to this or not. So I just wanted to come on here and ask my friends for prayer for that. And also, this weekend was supposed to be Journey, and I was scheduled to go. And now I'm reading that American Airlines is possibly allowing us to cancel our tickets and save them for a later date. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I don't want to put anyone at risk. So if you are watching this video and you would like to give me some advice on what you think I should do, let me know. The problem is that I do have a family and I can't just take off anytime I want. Taking off and going somewhere is a lot of planning. And so I was planning. I have my bag packed, ready to go. I have people down in Georgia waiting for me. So I really want to go. But obviously, if it's too dangerous and it's something that's going to put other people at risk, I don't want to risk it. But I'm like over the 50%. I do want to go. I was going to call American Airlines and ask them to give me the, voucher for, it said in my email that they are waiving the fee for tickets that are going to be switched and stuff, which is awesome, but I don't know if I want to do it or not. And plus that means that there will be probably some fee involved, but anyway, so I wanted to come on here and talk about that, but I also wanted to talk about the iPad. I know that I need to put out a new video for my iPad users, and we got a new app over the weekend, and I do have a short video that shows what it's like when you download the app. And I've seen people on my iPad group, some people have said that they are getting kicked out of class. So you're going to load the HD app. And there are two apps. There's one that's all orange, and that's VIPKID Teach. And that would be kind of like your cell phone app. And you can do certain things on that you would do on your cell phone. But in order to teach from the iPad, you have to have the HD app, which has a white corner that says HD. Hello, Paula. Hello, Casey. So when you load the HD app, then the teaching page is going to look like this. And all of the classes for the week are going to be listed. Okay, and I don't have very many because I took off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday. So these are my classes for tomorrow. And 30 minutes before class, this is going to be accessible. You will be able to access your next class. So you will press on it. You will be in the classroom. Now, I like to teach with it this way. Originally, when I first got my iPad and I was teaching from it for 1,000 classes, I taught with the iPad vertically for all of my classes. I think that was the only option at that time, and it worked fine. But somehow they did some updates to the app, and then it became available to teach it horizontally. Now, I have found that when I teach horizontally, all of my classes work. If I teach vertically, sometimes you have like lines in your side of the screen, and if you switch it to landscape mode, which is horizontally, then it will work. So some people think, oh no, what's wrong? I can't teach from it. But if you turn it to landscape mode and you put your camera has to be on the left hand side. So, and it is a little bit awkward, like when you have it in front of you and your camera is over to the left. So what I do is I kind of sit a little bit over to the left and try to center myself. And, you know, you just kind of have to work with it and try to figure it out, like how it's comfortable for you. And so that's how you're going to teach. Now, if you press on this button right here at the top, it says home, and then you will be into your portal. Okay, so from that point, you can do your feedback and whatever else you do on your portal. I kind of like it that way because then it's just one button and then you can look at your bookings. Yeah. Okay, so you need to look at your bookings this way. And I have bookings for tomorrow. Looks like I might be able to open the short notice. I don't know if it'll fill or not, but I've been doing 3 to 4 each morning, and then I have to go off to school. And of course, we have the time change, so that kind of throws the students off. So I'm kind of working into a new schedule. So that's the app. It's really simple. And I know that some people on my iPad group have complained. They say that in the middle of class, they are booted right out of the app. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I just want to share with you that to be careful when people do say negative things, because you don't really know all the circumstances behind it. And a lot of times in Facebook groups, people that are doing great, they don't just come on every day and say, oh, everything's great, every single day, everything's great. They come to the group because they're having a problem. So don't assume by going to the group that, you know, everybody hates the iPad, it's not working, and we don't know all of the circumstances surrounding whatever their problem was. And sometimes it's something we can help them with, sometimes they have to work it out on their own. We don't really know. But I have not been kicked out of my classes on my iPad. I have been using my computer, and I will tell you that while I'm using my computer, several times within the last week, all of a sudden I can see the ping up in the corner. All of a sudden I see it shoot to 2000, and then I have to refresh my page, and then I'm good to go again. So I don't know if there's a system thing going on or what, because it's never happened to me before. I'm pretty sure it's not my computer. I'm pretty sure it's not my internet. I don't really know exactly what it is, but I just wanted to share with you that could be what's going on with the iPad. Maybe there is some sort of interference. I'm not sure. But like I said, with my computer, I can see up in the corner, I'm going along with the lesson. All of a sudden it goes 2000. And usually it's 2000. It doesn't really climb. It just all of a sudden I see 2000. And then I refresh my classroom, and then I go. That happened to me in one class this morning. It didn't happen in the other 2 classes. So you might want to keep track of that. If you're on my iPad group and you use a computer and something like that happens to you, share it with us, because sometimes people assume it's their iPad, and it could be, you know, on the student's end, it could be the internet itself, it could be other things. It doesn't mean it's the iPad, the actual device. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Great. I'm hoping you can hear me, because I just realized that I had the mute button on, but that might be for sound, hopefully. All right, can you guys hear me? All right, so you didn't say you couldn't hear me, so hopefully I won't go. I can see the green. I can see the green on my microphone, so I should be good. So anyway, so those are the things with the iPad. I wanted to share that. I do need to make an updated video, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. Thank you. I just haven't gotten to make the new video. I made a video about how to download the app, and I would suggest that you do that if you have an iPad and you want to use it for a backup. Please download update the app, because, we don't know what's going to happen on your end if it's not updated, and it needs to be ready to go. If it's not ready to go when you need it, then it's going to be worth nothing to you. There's no guarantee that if the app isn't updated that you're going to be able to use it. Now, our friend Danny, Happy Farms, Louisiana, she reported just this morning that her computer did something weird, and so she went to her iPad. And so that's why I always say it's good for you to have two separate devices, whether it's, even if it's two computers, if that's all you have, two computers, two iPads, two different ways to go into the class, so that if something happens to one, you still have a backup. And I'm not saying go out and buy two brand new ones, but maybe you could look around for something used, something, you know, it doesn't have to be too high quality devices. Like Danny said that her iPad is older and it even has a crack in it. Mine actually has a crack in it. I would love to get a new one. So just keep that in mind, that if you do have an iPad, make sure that you update the app, make sure that it's usable. Make sure that you've tested it out. Now, you can go into class 30 minutes before class. So if you're sitting there on your computer, you have an iPad you want to use if an emergency happens, then you have 30 minutes. So go into the class 30 minutes before the class and make sure everything's working, so that if you need that iPad, you know what to do with it. You can also go in 30 minutes after class, and you can do the same thing. So if that works better for you, you can kind of test it, work with it, see how it all works before it's a necessity. Just keep that in mind. I mean, I wouldn't want to just I've been there, like way back when I first got into the company. I was like, if you have 10 seconds, it seems like an hour. You're trying to find everything and figure it all out. So make sure that's why I made some videos way back about what to do when you're, what kind of things, troubleshoot, write down things that could happen, and make sure you know what to do if that happens. If the power goes out, make sure that your phone is always charged, make sure your iPad is always charged, and you can hook up to a hotspot. If your internet goes out, you can use your phone hotspot. Some people have data on their iPads, and that works too. So have a plan in case those things come up. Thank you, Casey. Awesome. And so I just wanted to come on here and share with you that the iPad update, and also I wanted to talk to you about see what's going on with you guys where you live. Right now where I live, everything seems okay. Our school, we have a really small school. We're keeping track of whoever might have a cold or whatever, having the kids wash their hands. I live kind of in the country, so I'm not like on top of people that I don't know. But we do have people here that do travel for business and have traveled for vacations and things like that. So it's not like we are totally isolated from the rest of the world. So I don't know. I really want to go to Atlanta, but I don't want to be foolish. So of course I will go home, talk to my husband about it, and come to a decision. When I decided I was definitely going to Atlanta, it was because they weren't going to cancel my ticket at all. They weren't going to give me any money back, and I figured it would be better to just go. And I have my daughter waiting there, have people that I want to meet and everything. Hopefully I was going to have breakfast with Christy Carter and still do my live on Saturday. So we'll just see. And, I want to pray about it, make sure it's the right decision. I definitely don't want to come home with something and start, the domino effect. But I think the thing that really struck me was my son said that his school might send everybody home. And I thought, they must think it's really serious to do that. And I don't want to be taking a vacation when they are all, headed home and bracing for the worst. Well, actually, I think they're trying to prevent the worst. Yeah. I got in. So then after my son said that they might send people home, I checked my email, and the email said that if your ticket says, if you booked your ticket before March 1st, that they might give me a credit to take a trip anytime before December 31st. So that means that they would waive any kind of, but I haven't called yet to make sure that that's a thing. So I'm assuming that that's it. They're going to let me cancel my ticket because of the coronavirus. But as I look at the number for my flight, it looks like it's still on schedule. It's scheduled for Friday morning at 7:30. So yeah, so I'm trying to decide. So if you guys have any advice, you can go ahead and post it below. What do you think? What would you do? Because some people are just like, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go and I'm going to do what I had planned. I really want to go. I really want to go. Like, I think, I'll end up paying for the hotel, which I have a discounted rate, and then I'll have to buy food for myself. But obviously the plane ticket is covered. I won't have to rent a car or anything. I would be the same you are now. You'd be torn. Yeah. I don't want to be foolish, but I really want to go because I really want to. I love to travel and I love to see new people, but I don't want to be crazy. I'm not like, obviously, I don't want to hurt someone else. I mean, even if I'm fine, I've seen people that are fine, they come home with it and someone else gets sick. But, we've had friends of ours that just went to Hawaii and came home, and we've had contact with them. We have friends that just went to Colombia and came home, and other people that we know that travel. So it's not like I don't know anyone who has traveled, and I will be the only foolish one of the group. But anyway, so I want to come on here, give an update for the iPad. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Asthma. Yeah, that is, they say people with asthma are susceptible to. Now, they say that the warmer the weather, that the virus is stopped. Usually, I would think the warmer weather, the virus would be easier to increase. You'd think warmness would increase the virus, but they're saying warmth is good and it helps to, so that it won't spread. So I think that would be a good thing. One son lives in Florida, and the other one, they're all down south, and Atlanta's down south. But it's a hard decision. It's a hard decision. Some people are going along with life. I mean, it is a blessing that we can make our own decision. We're not on lockdown. And I don't really feel like this is as, I don't know. So just let me know what you think. You can private message me if you want through Facebook, if you don't want to put it public on this video. But I hope that helps you with your iPad work. And I was hoping to put part of this into an iPad video and share it with my iPad users. So thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in your videos. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.